Welcome, traveler. You have entered a realm of adventure. Prepare yourself for tales from Beyond the Dice.
Beyond the Dice is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast set in a cyberpunk city called New Ettica. I'm your Dungeon Master Luke, and your players are...
Ben, I play Cortaine, level 5 human fighter.
Jeff, I play Gaige, level 5 human wizard.
Peter, I'm playing Spigs, a level 5 dwarf artificer.
I am Travis, and I play Little Moss, a level 5 half-orc monk.
Okay, so I would like all of y'all juicy RPG boys to roll a d20 to tell me how and what happened in the previous episode. And to do so,
Oh no!
you can roll on roll 20. That's what we're using tonight, guys. Roll 20, we have a little map up there and everything.
Bam!
Okay, so what just happened was
Yes!
Jeff got a 3.
Okay, this thing's broken.
Peter
Not
got
broken.
a
You
natural
can just
20.
Shut your mouth.
Benjamin also
No.
got a natural 20.
No. Ben cheated. He just wrote D20.
Yeah, I just wrote 20.
Oh, you did. You cheater.
Did I?
Alright, so...
Yeah.
you did. And Travis...
Actually, that still worked, because Travis rolled a d20 and he got a 7.
Oh,
he
true.
did.
So Ben maybe didn't cheat.
Alright. We're not going to roll on d20 again, because nobody's called out what they rolled. They just went... So, so Jeff got a 3, Peter got a 20, Ben got a 20, and Travis got a 7. So what happens when two people roll a 20, they choose the person.
Drop
Do
out?
Two people do the...
Nope, because you two are going to have a roll-off. This is-
in real life, or... Am I going to use hero dice like last episode?
No,
or...
you can
I got none
roll... You can roll, actually roll in roll 20 this last time.
No! I've got a /.
Dang it!
What is wrong with
Yeah.
you people?
Say your numbers.
1.
I'm rolling. I got an 18.
Alright, so Peter, you choose who does the recap.
I've got a 1. Terrible man. I think the ghost of the Mecha Bugbear.
You want him to recount what happened previously?
Why not?
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, because we're recording on Halloween. It's not being released on Halloween, but we're recording on the spookiest night of the year. So, in the ghostly voice of the Mecha Bugbear, I will recap what happened previously.
Yes. So previous.
Nah, that's not really his voice.
Oh, I
Thank
would've gone
goodness
with
I
it.
couldn't have put up with that.
Previously, on Beyond the Dice, our mercenaries decided to go shopping after destroying me, the Mecha Bugbear, who is now a ghost. And am I a ghostly Mecha Bugbear? You may not ever find out. So our mercenaries went shopping, purchasing various things like grenades, weapon attachments. Some of them got augments. Our mercenaries had an arm wrestle to determine who was to get one of the greatest augments on sale at the time, which Spigs and Cortaine both rolled hero dice to win the arm wrestle contest. Cortaine came out on top with something like 40, I cannot remember. Meeting local NPCs, we finished our episode with Cortaine purchasing a new robotic suit with jump jet rocket boots inside of them. That is all.
We'll miss you, Mecha Bugbear.
So, Mecha Bugbear floats up into the skies where the Mecha Bugbear heaven is, which is actually the Mecha Bugbear hell, because he's a piece of shit. Where we will begin this episode is where we left off, which I forgot to say in the recount as the Mecha Bugbear, but he wasn't there, so he wouldn't know any different. You all enter the Crooked Candle. You see the TV's on, and sitting in front of it watching cartoons, Little Moss is sitting there. He turns around and he says something to you guys, but the TV is so loud, so you may or may not have heard it, or I will cut in what Travis said last episode and I'll place it here. And we will begin with that scene. So, go ahead.
My boys!
Who are you? Where do you come from?
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yeah. Little boss, you're back.
I'm busy.
What are you busy doing?
I'm watching cartoons again.
Isn't that just what you've been doing while you've been gone?
No, there's a rich subtext that you're missing.
We thought you were dead.
Dead sexy, maybe.
Look, we like had all these other guys try to take your place, but they all were pretty garbage.
What, in this ragtag band of mercenaries?
Yeah, less than us.
Wow. I mean, I thought the thing that brought us together was flimsy enough, and you're saying other people want to join?
Hey. I'm some sort of flim-flam man.
Nah, man, I've just been kicking it, like kicking heads and taking names, and now I'm watching some cartoons, and I've done pretty well for myself, I gotta say.
So you're over the fact that the last time we saw you, it was your head that was getting kicked and your name that was being taken?
I don't recall this, but I mean, it might be concussion. To what are you referring, sir?
That weirdo in the tights and the several arms that kicked your ass.
Man, what you do in your own time is your business. What are you talking about?
Like, where you been? You've been gone for ages. After that fight.
Yeah, I don't know. I woke up. I didn't go to work. I decided that I needed to take some time. I mean, some people might call it a midlife crisis.
Wait, how old do orcs get?
Well, I mean, based on the current trajectory, if this is a midlife crisis, I'll reach the ripe age of 32. But yeah, no, it was good, man. Like, I just decided that underground pit fighting was where it's at, and yeah, I got a nickname. There was a chant. There was a whole thing. It was great. Listen to last week's podcast.
Little boss, why you been gone? I made you a relic, and
How can you make somebody a relic? Isn't a relic like something that's really old?
Spigs throws him like this chain of like 7 limbs, like hands and toes, and throws it at Little Moss.
Oh,
These are all the guys that didn't take your place.
you killed them all.
They died.
That's one hell of a job interview.
No, it's a memento.
Don't leave again.
Oh, God. Several people died because I decided to take a week off?
Yep.
I'm a monster!
Look, to be fair, it's New Ettica. They probably would have died anyway.
Yeah, the plague would have got them. Sorry, the New World Cyberpunk version of the plague.
The plague.
Virus.
As you guys are enjoying your little conversation and reunion, you all get this crackly call. You see the name come up in your AR, and it says unknown. But it's a voice that you guys are pretty familiar with now. You've done quite a few jobs for him. It's Thundergunk. And he says,
Hey, can you hear me?
Is that static?
it's
or is he
static
doing
or
that
he's
himself?
doing it. You're not quite sure. Roll an insight. No.
Have I gotten through?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Guys, I'm being held hostage.
Is there anything I
Gotta
can
be
do?
quick. It's
20,000 creds.
it's down by X bookies. Heaps of boneheads. I can't get through the hacker's wall.
And then it goes quiet. The line drops dead.
So, did he agree to the 20,000 creds, or?
We'll talk about that later. So it was X bookies.
That's what you heard.
Gaige, what is that? Is that a place? Search on the web.
What? Aren't you our local correspondent to what stuff is around here?
Yeah, roll a d20 for me, Ben, and we'll see if Cortaine has heard of this place.
12.
You have heard of it. You haven't been there. But basically, it's a bookie for all the illegal events, fights, sports and stuff that are all done under the nose of the big corporations who run the televised ones. So like pit fighting, and secret rocket spear tournaments and all that sort of stuff that happens in Darkhaven, because a lot of the people can't afford to go and see the big events themselves, so they sort of create their own, and it's kind of against the law in a way, because the big corporations want the money and the want all that stuff to themselves. So this bookie takes bets and also does some money or chip laundering, I should say, for people. And all in all, pretty secure type of place, as it's got a shit ton of credits and chips inside.
Okay, guys, it's a bookie of some kind. It's like where all the illegal shit happens. So I'm surprised that someone's being held hostage there. But I don't know where to go.
Normal people go there, like, you know, the butcher, the deli guy, the guy down the shop that sells e-cigarettes and newspapers. Like, a lot of people go there to collect their winnings and stuff like that, because a lot of the time, betting on illegal sports or like underground sports and activities shouldn't or isn't really done digitally, because it can be easily traced back to them.
Yeah.
And the corporation will just fucking bankrupt people and or kill them if they're running events.
Thundergunk's in trouble. We need to go and get him out.
Yeah.
Let's go through the front door.
Wait, if Thundergunk's in trouble, maybe he owes the bookie money. Should we just... yeah, sure, let's go.
I like your brazen enthusiasm, good sir.
Well, he pays us, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much.
It's true. I think we just need to get him out.
Yeah. I don't think we need to plan this too much. Let's just go in, get him out. I mean, I'm basically immortal now.
Well, you can go first, because
Okay.
I'm certainly not.
Gage, you can
Cool.
you can definitely roll to see if you can get some schematics on this place. That's no
Just
problem
normal
at all.
Arcana?
You
Or
would
investigation.
probably do a hacking check, so using your hacking tools and your proficiency.
Worth spending a spell slot? No. We came to a conclusion of how much the hacking tools helped, didn't we? I can't remember what that is. Alright, we'll just do Arcana. Oh, 22.
Alright, so you get the basic layout of the place from its old construction deed, basically, when a place was getting built a long time ago. You guys got this. Can you see it?
That's cool.
So that's basically it. You guys know where to go. Cortaine remembers where it is as you're traveling through the dark night streets of Darkhaven. Whose cars are you taking? And Cortaine, you swing past and grab your new armor.
Oh yeah. So it's all done, all the upgrades and all
It
that
certainly is. They worked extra hard to get it done.
shit. Cool. I spend so it basically opens up in the front, and I walk in, like I go in backwards, and then it like closes up around me.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, we should take Cortaine's car, and how many does that fit? Can we all? Probably 2 cars. So we need Cortaine's car and probably Spigs' thing, so he could fit in there easy enough.
Yeah, and with as Cortaine picks up his armor, he walks back to the Jeep, and he's gonna have to put the seat all the way back.
Yeah. Is it best if I'm just in the back of the pickup truck?
That can be a thing if you guys want to just take Spigs.
Oh, I was thinking, why don't we
I'm
pretend, find out a time when they're doing the like the shipping, like at the storage, like delivering goods, and we deliver the goods. That's how we break in the back.
But what happens if that's tomorrow? There's a hostage situation
I think we
going
should
on
bust
now.
in now. Maybe should we go? We've got the plans up, so and it brings it up in the AR. So we could either go through the front door or the back door might have us a little bit more space for shooting.
Up to you guys. I can go through the front, and you guys can go through the back.
We could always blow a hole in the wall and get our way in through another section.
My guess is that they'd be stored in the vault, and that might not be great. Like, we might not be able to blow a hole through that easily.
I reckon I can just stealth my way in through the front door.
Let me go in the front, and then I'll distract them, and you guys sneak around in the back. I got this.
Nice. All right, you guys pull up out of the
So,
front.
so Gaige will come up in a different car then, around the back.
Okay, you'll take yours.
Who's coming with me? No one?
Well, I have to go in the truck,
Yep.
and Cortaine has to go in the truck.
You, Spigs, you drop me around front, and then you can go.
Can I
you
come
go
in through
around
the
side.
front? Alright.
If you want. But I'm not sneaking in.
You can see when you Cortaine, Spigs, and Little Moss, when you get there, the front of this bookie place, there's no markings, no signs. There are some barred up windows, and there is a light coming from the front of this building. Gaige, when you pull up around the back, you pull down Bulver Lane. As you drive up, you see a fuck ton of dudes.
If so, Gaige is going to turn right and keep driving. He's not going to... Actually, he's going to park and wait for everyone to get distracted from the thing at the front. Are they robots or dudes?
You see 3 boneheads.
Oh.
Like the same Red Skull.
Yeah, the
Helmet dudes?
the red skull helmet guys with the black glass, the red jackets, black pants,
Ooh.
sort of black camo pants, and on the back of this huge, like, semi-trailer truck, there is standing probably 9-foot tall robot. The top of the semi-trailer has crumpled in a bit, and it's like scanning around, looking, searching the area. As they see your car roll up a little
I was just
bit,
driving by.
well, it's a lane that it's like an alleyway. There's only
quite
one
a
way.
conspicuous drive-by.
There's Bulver Lane and next to an alleyway.
So which one are you driving?
I
in?
guess I'm turning the corner.
Right where the guys
Yeah,
are.
okay. Sure.
So as you pull up, they step aside and they're all holding like assault rifles.
Okay.
And they pull up and they're like, "Get out of the car! Get out of the car!"
I think you should do what he says.
Yeah, Gaige slows down.
So who's with
one.
Gaige right now?
Nobody.
Just Gaige.
What are you doing here, sir?
Oh, I got lost. I don't exactly know. Is this? Where's the other roads? There's no other roads labeled on this map.
Sir, that's...
It's at the very base of the map, underneath the building. That's the main road there.
They're extremely polite.
Is this the main road there?
Here, and he points to the Bulver Lane.
No. What's the one on the front of the building?
Cassidy Drive.
No. I was trying to head to Cassidy. Is this the way to Cassidy?
Smooth.
You've turned the wrong street, I think. And I want you to roll a deception.
No. 6.
Oh, can I do this?
You're not there.
No, I mean I was gonna tell it, but.
Do you want to say what the dice
happened.
roll is, do you?
No. What? Like no, you're the DM.
No,
he
go,
just
go
wants
do
to be
it.
involved. It's cute.
Wait, no. Don't hurt Gaige. They all
You're on a
walk
6.
away.
I'm pretty sure you're not making it out.
So Spigs rocks up in a truck.
Alright, no, what the guy does is he says, "Look, the bookie's not taking any cash right now, but you're gonna leave son here, and you're gonna reverse and you're gonna leave. This place is under the Bonehead's protection.
That sounds fine.
You
I
get
you
me?
fine.
Do you fucking get me?"
I get you.
He was pointing the assault rifle right at your face, and he's like, "All your creds, here." And he throws down a pad. How much do you give him?
200 creds. Oh wait, I've got my docs. Wait, I got. Oh no, actually no. 2,000 cred.
He looks at you, wide-eyed, and he's like,
That's everything I've got.
or not wide-eyed. You can't see him because he's wearing a helmet, but he looks stunned at how much you placed down, and he's like,
It's
Just,
it's everything I have. It's everything I have. Please just let me go.
Just get out of here. We're closed. Come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Leave.
He leaves.
alright. So you reverse up?
Yeah.
Is that when Spigs rocks up with his truck behind Gaige, and then he's like, "What's
He
going
blocks
on?"
it in. Alright, as this is all going down, you guys don't know what's happening because it's at the exact same time. Spigs has dropped you all off. He's parked up the road. You three are in the front of the bookies. What are you doing?
I am just making my way to the
Yeah, strolling.
You push the doors open.
front. Yeah.
They open. Both of them swing inwards. You hear a little bing. You see these guys, and they're fixing the grey door in this room. So there's like this small room. There are a small table and 4 chairs around it in the southwest corner of the room, and then there's like a coffee table and 2 like 3-person couches in the southeastern part of the room. In the north of the room, you've got this big glass sort of window, a desk behind it, and then like a glass door. And there's 3 guys in sort of like sort of overalls, and they've got caps on, and they're like fixing this door. And they turn around and they say, "Oh, hey buddy, we're kind of closed at the moment under some repair, so you might have to come back another day, alright?"
I say, but I'd like to make a bet.
Like I said, mate, we're
then-
closed.
Then do something.
whip
Then
something out.
I activate my shield and then just charge them.
As you activate your shield, they pull out pistols and point it at you. And roll for me an athletics check.
Boom! 23.
All right, so you slam one straight against the glass. It like cracks as his head does as well. There is like a little blood splatter on the grass. On the glass. He falls unconscious, crumpling to the ground with a squeak. Little Moss, what do you do?
I run for the guy that's pulled the pistols and dive over the like. Does it have like plexiglass, like a proper bookies, or is this just kind of like an open reception?
No, the sort of reception area is all glassed off.
Okay. Okay, then I run at the reception and I dive and like try and duck underneath so that they can't get a clear shot of me while I like press myself ducking down up against the reception wall.
All right, they're outside. They're in the same waiting room area as you.
Oh, okay.
They were just fixing the door, so they've all come through the door.
Oh, alright, no. Well then I just dive at the guy with the pistols.
All right, would you like to roll, since you're diving, an acrobatics check?
Yes. Now I'm going to have to do that via Roll20, aren't I?
You can use dice if you've got it. It's no problem.
No, it's alright, just... Okay. What's that? Roll D20 plus... Oh, 19.
All right, you dive through the air. You sort of tumble, roll, and as you jump out of this roll, you like sucker punch this guy right in the stomach, and you twist the gun out of his hand, kicking him to the floor. And there's one more guy pointing a pistol at Little Moss at this point. We will cut to Spigs. As you're driving around the corner to the alleyway, you see Gaige backing out of the alleyway.
Spigs like sends a message. All good? Question mark.
Not good. There's like 7 of them. There's heaps. We can't. Either we can move up the lane and wait for them, or wait for them to go in the building, or maybe we should meet up with the other guys, or maybe blow a hole in the wall. I don't know.
What was it? Just those boneheads?
No, they've got some sort of weird robot thing on the back of a truck as well. It looks pretty heavy.
Ooh, weird robot. Sounds. Maybe not a good idea.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll put the reverser on. Let's go back to the front.
All right, you guys pull around the front. By that time, Cortaine and Little Moss have dispatched the third gentleman. Do you guys go inside the building?
Yes.
Yep. All right, you park your cars, you walk inside. The door that they're fixing is open. All the bodies are on the ground. You see Cortaine in this big sort of battle suit thing with his helmet that Spigs made him. What are you guys doing?
I'm heading straight for the door.
Wait. Gaige says, "Just wait one second," and he puts on invisibility to cameras on the party.
Cool. Is that concentration?
Yep.
And how long does it last for?
A minute.
A minute.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you enter the reception area, you do it?
Right before Cortaine leaves the room. Yep.
Okay. So Cortaine, you push through that blue door?
Yes, I do.
Is there anything? Sorry, just as well. Is there anything else in reception, like any kind of computer equipment or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like some screens and stuff like that.
Yeah. Gaige is going to make his way there next, assuming there's no, or maybe even if there is gunfire in the corridor.
Okay. So, Cortaine, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's gonna be bad. That's a 1.
Oh shit.
Because I have disadvantage.
Okay. You take 24 cold damage. As you walk through this door, a little thing beeps. Beep, beep.
Wait.
And then there's this spray of like ice cold.
Wait, how does it detect him? Because you become undetectable to electronic sensors and cameras.
He rolled a 1, dude.
Yeah, but he's undetectable before it doesn't detect him. His invisibility first.
You'll just have to investigate it.
How do I investigate it?
Look around. Use your skills.
No, but he's got like a concentration spell on him that makes him not get detected. So it wouldn't detect him, or it would detect him?
It would detect him.
Okay.
He steps on a pressure plate on the floor.
Okay.
You know traps?
Yeah.
D&D? Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
You didn't have to ruin it.
No, that's all good. You wanted to know, so...
Yeah.
You take 24 cold damage. And I think that's it. I don't think you take any other... Oh yeah, this thing is constantly spraying now. It's as cold as ice.
So did he get...
Willing to sacrifice.
Did he get through it? Like, is it in that one spot, or is it like going forward?
He moved through it.
What do I see now?
As you wipe your visor away, all the stuff off your face from it frosting over your vision. We'll need to zoom in a little bit here. And in the hallway in front of you, you see these 2 floating black orb-like drones with blue energy glowing on the sides and these 2 red beam-like eyes. In the center, this little thing opens up. You hear them make a strange, like, clicking and jolting noise, like... And I will get everyone to roll initiative for me.
Whoa.
You get -2 now, Ben.
I get -2.
For your armor.
Oh yeah, that's true. Dang it. That means I only get a 19.
Gaige 8.
Okay, Gaige 8.
15 for Spigs.
Oh,
Am I keeping track of this now?
Little Moss.
Yes, please.
I rolled a
Unit.
nat 1.
So, who's top?
Sleep.
Crit fail.
Oh, actually, quick little moss update. What are your glasses set to?
Oh, still the shady dog eyes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Cortaine rolled a what?
Cortaine had a 19.
Spigs had 15.
And I will get you to write down a 9 for drone 1 and a 7 for drone 2.
Oh man, I have to make a gap here.
Oh nice. This drone's a screwed.
Oh, 2, 7, 9.
And I'll just move your tokens into the right place now.
Is this somewhere that I should see it, or?
It should be on the map. You look above the trap that says F, and then there's 2 drones.
Yeah, I see those. Oh, it just
Tokens.
seemed like you were typing it somewhere.
Oh no, it's like
Okay.
copy pasting.
Okay, sorry.
That's all good. I don't know you guys man, Roll20's gotten slower, I swear to God. Did you hear that, Roll20?
They're
Slow.
getting a lot of bad press at the moment, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah, like a lot of people are like boycott it and stuff. I don't know why.
Huh. I didn't know that. Ugh. Slow as McGee. Alright. Okay, they're all in place now. You should all be able to see yourselves. And who's guys? Cortaine's?
Cortaine is first on the list.
Okay. Go ahead, sir. Do your thing.
I am just going to charge forward at that drone, drawing out my sword, now with the module from the Mecha Bugbear
Yes.
that sets it ablaze.
So your bastard sword glows an amber hot, or a hot amber,
Yes.
or a burning red.
Do I? This is a new hand that I have,
Yeah.
and it hasn't been that long. Do you want me to get like a negative to the roll, or like disadvantage, or some debilitation?
What we'll do is I'll get you to make a Constitution check, or actually Constitution saving throw. And I've got a number in mind. If you pass it, you're fine. If you fail it, then you got problems.
Okay, that is a 15.
All right, that's a pass.
Nice. Cool. So I charge up to this drone.
Yep. Are you going to move it, or
Bring
should I move
forth-
it for you?
Can you please?
Yes.
So I will, with one hand, because the other arm is currently using the shield.
Yep.
I will double attack now that I'm level 5.
Nice.
Okay, first attack.
Yep.
That is a 22 versus AC.
Oh shit, that's going to hit.
You know it.
You know it too.
And that is 16. Well, that is 10 slashing damage and 6 fire damage.
All right. Describe how this thing dies.
Just a brutal slash down, and it just explodes.
All right.
There's not much. There's not much finesse in this. It's just hammering
cleave
at
it.
this thing.
All right, and there we go. That thing is dead on the ground. Peter, I need you to roll to write down. This is going to annoy your initiative order, but now something has been attacked. Just write M1 on 15.
Okay.
M2 and 3 are both on 13. And M4 and M5. M4 is on 5. And M5 is on 21 initiative.
Alright.
And who's next in order?
Well, do I have any for how much?
Oh yeah, how much movement did you go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can move one more square, I guess.
I will move one more square.
You will stand over the corpse of this flaming drone.
With my right foot on the burning carcass, I will hold my sword aloft.
Pointing it.
Yes.
Is he on top of drone 1 carcass or drone 2 carcass?
Drone. We'll call it drone 1.
Alright.
Alright. Who's next?
For a carcass.
Spigs.
Sorry, after Cortaine goes Spigs.
Spigs. Alright. What y'all doing?
For freeze, I will yell out to Gaige. Gaige, can you like turn off this like frozen shower somehow?
Isn't this a mechanical thing?
I don't know. There's a computer right there. Like, can't you turn off all the traps?
How does the trap work?
You can try and like hack the computer because it's probably like a whatever pressure plate he's stood upon.
It might be connected to the network. But before that
Yeah.
point, it's not my turn yet. So I don't know if he wants to try anything.
Oh,
Spigs.
yeah, he can like hold his turn basically, or until a certain thing, like not hold it and reorder himself in the initiative, but he can wait upon a trigger, like we'll stand here until someone comes through the door and shoot them or whatever.
Okay.
Can I shoot past Cortaine without hurting him to the other drone, or is he in the way? If I stand just behind that pressure plate. or the?
Look, Spigs, even if you try to shoot through me, you wouldn't hurt me.
You can shoot past him. That's no problem.
Okay, I'll do that. So
All right,
there.
you move across, pointing your thunder cannon. What do you do?
I'm firing at the robot. Drone. That does not look good. That's a 7 plus 5.
Sure
12.
it is.
12 versus AC.
12 versus AC. Let me just double check that bad boy.
No one would fake that.
That will miss.
Alright.
As you fire, it sort of like your friend Cortaine gets in the way.
Yeah. Bounces off his shoulder.
Yep.
Alright. Spigs will move then out of the way if anyone else wants to move through.
They can move past you through.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine.
He will reload his cannon.
Alright, who's next?
Next is M1. Whatever M1 is.
M1. Okay. Running through the door. Oops, wrong button. Comes.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Beep, 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 beep. Running through this door. You see this orc. He has a light machine gun in his hands. And he looks out. Let's see which way he decides to fire. Let's go. Cortaine, choose evens or odds.
Odds.
Alright, it does not shoot at you. It shoots towards Spigs.
Nice. I like them odds.
So he turns with the light machine gun and he's going to fire. That will be... that's going to hit. It's a 22 versus AC, I'm guessing it hits.
22, did you say? 21. Yeah, it's
22.
It will hit.
And that's 18 damage, ballistic damage.
18? Alright.
It's a light machine gun. And he shoots at you.
Ballistic, right? So durability 5 just takes up 5. So then 13 damage.
And you see his tusks are pointing out through this hole in the red skull mask. But he's huge. He's not a half orc. He's like a full grown orc. So he's a big beefy boy. And next in line.
Next in line. So we had M1. We now have M2 and 3.
M2 and 3 will be... I go to drag like the tokens and it highlights everything. Like why you do this. So out of the door flies 1 and 2 more drones flanking this orc.
They kill the orc.
And they seem to be making that strange noise, but they're not doing anything. And yeah, that is the end of their turn. It is now
Gaige.
Gaige, what are you doing,
Okay,
son?
so Gaige is going to access the computer here.
Check his emails.
Yep.
He's range 120 feet. Okay, cool. So he's going to access it directly. Actually, no, he's going to use remote access. To then access the computer and then make his way between the other two guys behind the wall. And then try to hack into it to gain access to the security systems to see if we can turn off the freeze thingy.
Cool. So you're going here?
Yep.
Or here?
Nope. Yep.
Alright. I would like you to roll a hacking check for me.
16.
Alright. You get into the system. And you find security. Basically all of the doors besides the waiting room and reception are on lockdown, like exterior doors. All windows are on lockdown, shutters are closed. There is something blocking all telecommunications, all visual audio in and out of this building, and you find some traps that are active. One that is currently that you can see, and another one further up that you cannot see.
Can I see it through the camera? Like, do I know where it is?
You want to look through the cameras?
Is it still part of my turn to, like, I've only got 6 seconds. Like, is it near the other drone or near anyone else?
It is further up the end of the corridor.
So past, or it looks to be past Cortaine.
It looks to be.
Okay, yeah, I'll just turn it
Yeah.
off.
Turn it off. Cool. And that's probably your. No.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, 6 seconds to be that.
Okay,
Alright.
sorry, can I turn off the other one as well, or not? So
Yeah, you can
yeah,
turn
it's
it
off. Okay.
Who's next?
Next is Drone 2.
All right, drone 2. It moves up this way. That's all it does.
Oh, if you only activated the trap, it would have hurt itself.
I was more worried about him running through another trap.
So for the listeners, the drone went to the other end of the corridor.
Yes, the drone, moved all the way to the end of the hallway.
After Drone 2 is M4.
All right. So, out of that door flies, or the end door, I should say, at the end of the corridor flies another drone. It stops where its buddy is. It's searching around. Nothing. They're just sort of floating in the air. You see these red beams coming out of the little lines on their the front of this drone, and they're scanning the walls and the floor, and they move and they scan some more. They look a little frantic, like they know something's going on here, but they can't find a way to see what's going on.
Thanks to Jeff. I mean, Gaige.
All right, who's next?
After M4 is, on number 1, Lil Moss.
Yeah, boy! Alright, so I guess my biggest question is, can I get past these other doofuses?
Yeah, you can move past them.
Okay.
How do you move past them?
Oh, I want to move past, like, real cool, like...
You smack them on the ass as you go by?
Yeah.
Like that's sort of cool?
I want to, like...
That's not cool.
I want to, like... where you do that thing where you're, like, trying to, like, press yourself up against the wall and, like, slide past, but your groin awkwardly touches their buttock on the way through?
I've never purposely tried to do
I'm
that.
not purposely trying to do that. It's just in the way.
Well, you are.
All right?
All right, and where do you move? You move to where the door is?
Yeah. So, like, my dick brushes slightly, like, metal chicken legs and the other guy.
You get like an electric shock from the static.
All right, and then what are you doing?
And then, that's a drone, yeah?
Yep.
Is it, like, hovering in the air?
It is about 4 foot off the ground at the moment.
Okay, well, what I want to do
brush
is,
your
like,
dick
I
on
want to, like, slide underneath it like I'm going for, like, a slide tackle in, I don't know, future soccer, whatever the equivalent is. And then I'm going to, like, try and kick it up into the roof.
All right, awesome.
I'm going to use Stunning Strike
Very good.
to try and incapacitate it if it doesn't mess it up. Right, well, then I'm going to roll.
Whoa.
Okay, that's definitely not right.
Just he rolled 3d20.
Okay. Okay, this isn't going to work. Okay, there you go. 13.
13 to hit this creature.
Yeah.
That misses. As you go to kick it up into the air, it sort of just hovers like...
Slightly above where my leg is.
Yeah, it hovers like a foot above, and as you
Get
kick
it?
A
up,
foot above.
and it like just dodges it like stupidly. You don't like it doesn't mean it. It just like clumsily hovers up into the air and you miss. Do you can you attack again or anything like that?
Yep,
or?
I can do an extra attack.
Alright, cool.
And so I'm going to try and stand up and uppercut it this time.
Alright, roll.
Sure you can.
Oh, come on!
Yikes.
Yeah.
He rolled a 3 on the dice, plus 4 is 7. You miss again as you punch through the air. It like hovers back down into your chest, and you like stumble backwards a bit, and it like looks around and scans the wall, and then scans you, and then just like spins and starts scanning something else. And next we have
M5.
Alright. And running past the drones coming out of the back room down the hallway is a bonehead. Just a typical red skull mask helmet with its hood on, its red hood and red jacket, and it's going to fire a submachine gun at Cortaine. And it rolls a 1. So as it's going past, the drone hovers down, bonking on its head, bonks the bonehead on its head, and he shoots into the air. And it and some plaster and stuff falls down from the roof on top of him. And that'll be his turn. Who's next?
Next is Cortaine.
Nice. In a bad situation. I'm gonna charge up to that bonehead.
Boom.
Aptly named, given his previous actions.
Yep.
And I will bring my sword down upon him with righteous fury. Oh, that's a 19, which because I'm a champion is a crit.
Nice.
His dude is getting cut in twain.
Yeah, I see how no one else is rolling on
I am.
20.
Oh, you don't have
We
to.
said
I
we
said,
didn't need to.
yeah, I said you didn't need to.
I want to feel the dice.
That's true.
Yeah.
I want to
Not just
hear
click
the
a
dice.
Oh, that was a bad first roll. That's 4 from 2d10. And then 10, so 20 all up,
20 damage?
with 10 of it being fire damage.
Oof. Tell me how this guy dies.
Just hit him in the middle of his head, and I go down as far as my sword will carry me, and then I just yank my sword out.
Nice. You know that sound it makes when people get stabbed with lightsabers?
Yeah.
It sounds like that, but in his head, and there's more gargling of blood and searing of bone and brain as this bonehead falls to the ground, and there is more red coming out of this red skull helmet.
Then I will use the rest of my move to charge at the drone in front of me.
Yep.
And then I will attack.
Alright. Roll another attack, sir.
23.
That'll hit.
I'm doing so well. So much better than these last few sessions. Oh,
Yeah, with 3s and 1s and shit.
blowing off my hand.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, that was 15 damage with 1 point of fire damage.
And I would like you to describe how this thing dies.
After I yank the sword out of the bonehead, I leap over his body as it slowly falls to the ground, and then I just thrust forward at this drone right in its stupid face, and I just pull it out.
Nice. You rip your sword free from the drone, it falls to the ground with a crash and sparking its last little jittery noises. And who's next?
What drone number was that?
2?
2, I think. I think it was
drone
2.
number 2.
There was drone number 2.
Gone off the list. Next up after Cortaine is Spigs.
Alright, what's Spigs doing?
Spigs is sick and missing with his Thunderfire cannon and decides to crack out a grenade. A grenade.
A grenade?
Yep.
Alright, who are you throwing it at?
Depends what's the explosive range of the grenade.
That sounds like something that the user should know.
It'd be a 10-foot burst.
So he wants to not hit Little Moss, but hit 2 drones and the orc.
Alright. So you're going to throw it at the orc. Give it a go.
Alrighty, I don't know what I have plus to throw it, but here we go.
Dexterity.
I rolled a crit.
Alright, nice. And how do you throw it? You throw it with your robotic hand or your dwarf hand?
Yeah, I throw it with my robotic hand and I yell to the orc, "Hey, catch!"
Nice. Alright, and roll your damage for the grenade.
What's the damage on the grenade? I'm assuming I'm rolling double that, whatever it is, for those 2 crits.
Yeah, everything you roll... Oh, hold on. They need to make a dexterity saving throw with grenades. Sorry.
Yeah.
You just throw it
Really well.
60 feet, up to 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So Orc fucking fails that shit with a 5. Drone 3 succeeds. And Drone 4 fails with a 6.
Cool.
Now you need to roll 3d6 times 2.
36, 1, 2. And first up the dodgy 36. It's here. Alright. 9 plus 3 is 12. times 2. 24 damage.
No, you don't times the
Oh, roll twice.
damage by 2. You double the amount of dice you roll.
Yeah, hold on. So that was 12 plus 12 plus another 9, 21 plus 3, 24.
24 damage. Okay. This drone here, drone number 4, explodes in a cascade of parts and fire, showering little moss in little rivets and cogs and wires that are melted. The orc, he drops down to one knee. His heavy plate armor on his chest is scorched and twisted, and half of his face is bloody. His eyeball is hanging out of his face. One of his arms is gone. He cannot hold the light machine gun anymore. Do you do anything else, or is that your turn?
Spigs were then. So the grenade was. Oh, hold on. Are these minus?
To throw a grenade, it's a standard
Yeah,
action.
so I got a bonus action, so I can cast Sanctuary. So Spigs will grab out of his compartment his arm and place those shield like chains.
Emitters?
Yeah. Shield emitters on himself, giving him some extra AC.
Alright. But is Sanctuary the one that puts a bubble
Oh,
around
sorry, no. Sorry. Shield of Faith.
you? Shield of Faith, cool. So you plant these things on you and you get extra, like a hex shield in front of you.
Yeah.
Sweet. Over your armor.
Yep.
Alright. Who's next?
Next up after Spigs is Drone 1. Oh yeah, sorry, which one has died? It's Drone 4.
Drone 4 died.
Which is M4? I'm assuming?
Yes.
I added numbers to them.
M4 is dead. And which one was the Orc?
Thanks, Jeff.
M1?
Orc was M1.
M1. Okay, he's dead. So M1's has no action because he is no longer alive. Is M2 and 3.
Oh wait, no, M1, the Orc is still alive.
Oh, he wasn't dead? Oh, okay.
No, he's
M1.
not dead.
Orc.
Okay. Since he can't shoot his light machine gun, he is going to pull free a huge cleaver, and he is going to move over the body of... Oops. He's going to move over the body of the exploded drone, and he was going to slash at Little Moss. And he gets a 17 versus AC.
It meets it, so it beats it.
It meets it, it beats it. Okay, and that is 16 slashing damage as he swings this massive cleaver at you. And that's the end of his turn, I believe. Let me just double check.
I moved down 16 hit points.
Oh, no, he also uses this skill called Brutish. He adds an extra die to do some damage, I believe. Oh, no, he doesn't. He does not, sorry. We'll forget about that. Who's next?
Next up is M2, M3.
Okay, M2 is dead. M3 is still alive, and it goes and scans over the body of its exploded friend. And
So you
that's
see-
It's like,
It's-
Gerald!
Yeah, do you see a tear roll down the robot's eye?
What's happening, Gerald? I can't see it.
It has an oil
Who's
leak.
next?
Talk to me, Gerald.
Gaige.
Okay.
Gaige.
So Gaige checks the... Do you want to limit how many cameras I can check, or can I just flick through them quickly?
You can flick through quickly. That is fine. I will probably get you to roll an investigation check, just to see where you're clicking through, how quick you and how well you notice things.
Oh, sorry. All right, 15. I didn't roll on the thing.
15. Okay. You land in what the camera says is private rooms. This is what you see quickly.
Also, can I see outside? I just want to see if everything's outside too. There is a camera. That's something I specifically want to see.
Okay, cool. This is what you get to first, and then we'll continue on to another camera as well, because you rolled good enough to get 2. You basically see this room and this private room, and there are couple of boneheads in here. All these hostages are in the center of the room. You see Thundergunk amongst them.
Oh, cool.
And you also see a familiar figure, which I don't have a token for. But you see Brax from the Edict of Ire. He's the half-orc with the eye patch, the slick-back blonde hair, the stubble, and he has the eternal cigar that sits in the corner of his mouth.
Nice.
And he's in this room. One of the boneheads is pointing. Oh, actually, all the boneheads are pointing guns at the hostages, and one of the other edict gentlemen, you can tell because they're wearing their typical black and grey, and it's all uniform across all the goons of the Edict of Ire. He stands up and pushes the one of the boneheads nearby, and the bonehead turns and just fires upon him. And you see Brax put his hands on his men's clothes and pull them down. And then the boneheads point guns at Brax, and you see Thundergunk in the middle of the group. He's fixing his glasses, looking pretty worried. You cut back to a camera out.
Did they just murder a hostage?
They just killed a hostage.
Oh wow.
We took too long.
He was from the Edict of Ire, so I don't know how much you guys care. You flick to the camera outside. Nothing's going on. You flick to the camera outside.
Are they still there? All the guys were outside.
Well, you flick to the camera out the back in the loading area, where the big robot is. It's still scanning, and the 6 boneheads are all patrolling with lights on their rifles, looking around. It seems like they haven't been notified yet.
Okay. Is that my entire action, or can I try and do something else as well?
I will say you've still got a bonus action you can use.
Can I try and corrupt the airlock and think something's wrong so that it locks down?
Yeah, cool. What spell?
Just hacking. if you want me to, I could do arcane hacking.
What does that allow you to do?
It gives advantage. It allows me to break second level and lower protective spells such as an arcane lock or glyph of warding. Yeah, or I can... or I can cast a 3rd level spell, and when you cast a spell using a third spell slot or higher, you can attempt to counteract a spell set to secure the firing system if the spell is equal.
Now, is it range? Do you need sight on it? What's the components?
It's 1 action range self, so I don't know if I need direct access to it or access through the network is enough. Also, note that if I do it, it will take concentration. Yeah. So if I do it, I will drop the other spell.
All right. Let's say would this?
Also, if you want it to be a normal action, I can wait until the next turn. If it's too big for a bonus.
This one side of the airlock is connected to the network you can see. The other side is not.
Yep.
So you can do it on one of the doors if you wish.
Yes, I will close one of the doors on the airlock.
All right. Just double check the components for the spell. Does it have anything there?
Do you want me to use arcane hacking?
Verbal, somatic. Yeah, for arcane hacking.
It says components, VSM, and hacking tools.
You will have to you'll have to be there and looking at it. It has to be in your physical visual, not through cameras.
That's fine. All right, I won't do it then.
So if you were peeking through the door, for example, where the drone 5 is, absolutely.
Okay. In that case, can I walk to the corner and make sure no one's coming in behind us? Just 1 square to the... Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there.
You can
and
do that.
Just peek around the corner, make sure no one's coming.
Cool. Who's next?
After Gaige is Drone 2. Wait, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong list.
Oh, sorry.
French is dead.
Also, tell the guys, hey guys, there's a bunch. There's 4 guys in the private rooms. Thundergunk's in there. There's hostages. Don't budge in there. I can try and lock their exit if I can sneak a look. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Next is Little Moss.
Little Moss.
I'm still disappointed from my last attempt.
So I'm not going to do anything this turn. I'm just going to sit here and cry.
I sulk in the corner.
The triumphant return of Little Moss.
He misses.
Alright, so Well, that like orc's right in my face, yeah?
Yeah, he swung at you with his swanging cleaver.
Swing.
Swing, swing, swing. Swish, swish, swish.
Alright, well, he swung at it with his cleaver. Alright, I'll just go up to him and headbutt him like Liverpool Kiss style. Just like, mwah!
Nice. He's not wearing his Red Skull helmet. It's been exploded apart, and half of his face is just a bloody mess.
Oh, yeah. Getting blood on my tusks and my crisp jacket.
All right, roll your attack, sir. Oh, boys, I forgot about this. Hold on.
The room fills with enemies.
The roof comes off and then there's like a gunship.
Yeah, there's a
16.
mech.
Oh, shit! Remember?
Luigi appears flying.
Luigi appears again.
If you send this thing to Facebook, you need to put Luigi somewhere on this map.
Hey, it's me!
Sorry, what'd you get?
16, it's there.
16? You sure you don't want to roll anything else?
I will roll a hero dice.
Listeners, you did not hear me prompt my player to...
No, it was not. It was subtle. It was real subtle.
It makes it an 18.
It meets it, it beats it, baby! Alright, roll your damage, sir.
Oh, I think it's 2d6 now, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Describe to me how this guy dies.
I'm like, as I go to reach to like headbutt him with my Liverpool Kiss, I'm like, no, wait. And then I pull my glasses off. I like put them on the sleeve of on like the lapel of my jacket, and then I'm like, okay. And then I just like mash my head into his head until it's like a bloody pump.
Boof, boof,
Yeah,
boof.
until it's just
like-
until like someone has to like drag me away because it's like he's already dead. I'm like no.
Alright, so as you like basically crush this guy's head out of existence and Gaige drops concentration on the spell, the drone scans you and it just goes...
Wait, we couldn't do the spell.
What, you said you did the...
No, we couldn't do it because I didn't have view on it.
No, this is the
Oh,
cloak.
okay.
Yeah, we didn't do it because it was going to be full action and I needed to be at the end of the
Okay, yeah, that's true.
This
true. Alright.
entire time.
It's okay, guys. We cool.
I'm
I'm a
alright,
rules lawyer,
alright.
Even
bitch.
the spell slot.
Alright, and the drone scans the body of the orc and it just like turns around.
Nice.
Like all my toys.
Little Moss, you gonna move?
I've still got 2 more attack actions, so I'm gonna try and like lunge at the drone and like drag it down onto the ground and like smash it into the ground.
Alright. Do it.
I like that Gaige has done this 2 battles in a row. Just
Oh, I lunge at it and I don't do so good.
You lunge at it, but as it turns around, you punch it just slightly, like a little graze of your knuckle.
I just like
It touches
actually
the
just
drone.
push it slightly in the direction it was already going.
It's like, thank you. Alright, whose turn is it now?
Do you not have another attack, Little Moss?
No, that's only if I've successfully made it.
Ah, okay. Alright, back to the top of the order is Cortaine.
Nice. Cortaine is, on being told that there are people in the private room, is going to ignore Gaige's advice. And he's just going to charge. Is the door open?
There is a drone, one last drone at the end of the table.
Oh, there's a drone there?
Yeah, number 5.
Okay, I will charge it.
Yep.
Smashing it into the wall with my shield.
Yep.
Before then bursting through that door. Because I assume it's going to be destroyed.
All right. Do you want to roll an attack for this creature?
Yep. That's not good. I could use a hero dice.
I thought you said had none left.
No, I basically used them all up.
Sure.
But I still have some.
You
That
leveled
is...
up. You leveled up.
What?
You've got
Get it back.
Yeah, but I used nearly all of them to
Oh
arm
yeah,
wrestle.
for the arm wrestle.
Yeah.
What a heroic effort.
Unfortunately, that is only a 13.
That misses. So as you slam it with your shield, the drone sort of drops down to the ground underneath your shield as you slam it into the wall.
Then I will use my second attack to try to finish it off.
All right.
That's better. 23.
That'll hit.
And that is 8 slashing damage and 8 fire damage, so 16 in total.
All right. As you slam against the wall, you look down at the drone. The drone spins up, and its 2 little red line-like eyes look up at you as you're plunging your sword down. You swear to whatever thing you believe in that you heard the drone say "uh-oh" as you slam it into the ground with your sword. You're not sure if it was the sound of your sword piercing through its armored core,
Or just a notification
or if it was just
on
your
ICQ.
imagination, but you swear you heard that little uh-oh. And you gonna move through?
No. I will wait then. Actually, nah, screw it. I don't have an attack, but I can still break down that door, so Cortaine will bust into that room.
Alright. How many squares?
I will move as close to that bonehead as possible. So that was 1, 2, 3. So I'll be adjacent to him, I assume. Do I need a strength check to break down the door?
Nope. It's they're all open, they're like unlocked, so you can just basically push through it.
Nice.
It wasn't like the door wasn't completely closed, like latched. Seems like people might have rushed in here. So, as you move into this room, we will cut back to who?
Spigs.
Spigs. You see Cortaine at the end of the hallway turn right into another room. This little drone is floating above Little Moss.
Spigs fires the cannon at the drone.
Alright.
Hopefully it doesn't have
Under
the
attack,
most
sir.
dexterous drone and dodges out of the way like it's been dodging out of Little Moss's way.
It's like clumsily hovering around.
We all had a good laugh.
Oh no, these drones are impossible to hit. Spigs rolled a 2 plus 5. It's gonna be a miss.
That's a miss.
Spigs will reload and go.
Do we know what round we're on? About. Okay, as
We
long
got
as we if we get
4,
to about 8 rounds, that spell will wear off as well.
Alright. Thank you for keeping note of that. That's awesome. Who's next?
Next on the list is M3 still alive? He is.
Yes.
He just got dodging out of the way.
It moves back into this room. Just pushes through the door. It's like scanning things.
So he goes into the archive room for our listeners, off to the left
Yes,
of the corridor.
in the hallway, it moves left, or I should say west, into the archive room. And that's all it does.
Gaige is up.
Actually, he walks 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He walks into the room, into the doorway, and he shoots that drone.
Alright, roll your attack.
12. Damn drone!
You fire and it like clumsily drops down, scans underneath the table, and you miss.
This is stupid.
Is it invisible or we invisible?
It must have something to do with the spell. I have to fix it up.
Alright, who's next?
After Gaige is Little Moss.
Little Moss, what are you doing?
Like, what are my options?
You can run into the archive room and try and take out this drone. You can run up the hallway to follow Cortaine.
Nah, this drone's been pissing me off. I'm gonna go straight for it.
Boom. Alright. You push Gaige out of the way as you run into the room.
Yeah, and I just go to like punch it in the face. I'm just sick of this bitch.
Alright, it's underneath the table. You duck down. And as you look underneath the table, the drone's looking in your direction.
Oh, no.
It's just
I've got a
scanning.
different idea. I slam
Alright,
down
what
on the
is it?
table and try and crush it with the weight of the table.
All right. Roll. It's a strength check to crush table.
Okay, it's a bit misleading because it's identical to the previous shit roll, but it's 11.
You slam the
Hold
table.
on.
It's
I'm going to roll hero dice
all right.
because I'm spiteful.
Two.
Oh, fuck off.
You slam into the table and the metal groans. A screw falls out. Ting! But nothing else happens.
Thanks for that. Thank you for making that more humiliating than it needed to be.
That's no problem.
I will make an extra attack.
All right. And you're going to try and attack the table?
I'm going to do it again because
Try
it's weakened now.
and- All right.
It's gonna screw loose.
Oh, yeah.
What
You
number is
say
that,
now-
Trav? What number is that?
You want to flavor it? You hit the table and it's successful.
Enraged with
What did you
blood
roll, Trav?
like,
What did you
dripping
roll?
on my tusks and like staining my nice jacket. I just smash down on the table again and again and again. I'm like, why? Why did you leave me, Dad? Why? And then,
Whoa.
yeah. I'm blood raged.
Whoa. This is nice. And the table collapses, slamming into the drone, doing a good old 12 damage. This drone is fizzing and sparking. It is no longer annoying you with its buzzing around.
I like rest up against the table and I'm just like, well, I got out of hand.
More like character development.
I was told I was too one-dimensional.
No, you weren't. All right. Who's next?
Next up on the list. So I'm assuming that drone's dead, right? Drone 3's dead. Mm-hmm. After Little Moss.
It's dead, boy.
There's Cortaine.
Cortaine. All right. Basically, that little encounter is over. So we will cut to a scene in the private rooms of this bookie. A whole bunch of hostages are on the floor. Some Edict of Ire people. You see Brax there, Cortaine, as you run in. He catches your eye because he's a familiar face to you. He's sort of an enemy in ways. You see Thundergunk there, the hobgoblin. He's got his sort of aqua tealish coloured skin, dull teal. His black hair sort of slicked back. His Wayfarer sunglasses on, and his purple leather jacket. And he looks at you and he's like,
Cortaine, you got me killed. We're gonna die now. What the fuck?
and then this figure steps out from next to the airlock, and he is also a hobgoblin with his tealish coloured skin. He's got a big purple punk mohawk. He's got a it looks like the bottom part of a jaw, like a skull, a skull's jaw, human skull jaw, but it's like the same material as the helmets, and it's painted the same red with white teeth. He is wearing he's got a cybernetic implant that runs across his eyes that is just one long cyclopsian eyeball. He's wearing a navy trench coat that has been cut to be the same size as a normal jacket, and he's hunching over. And you see these 6 canister-like contraptions poking through the holes in his jacket. His arms are all completely cybernetic, one's longer than the other, and they're all glowing. He turns to you and he says,
Didn't get the name. Was it Crouton? By my blood, you will not leave this room alive.
and he's shaking as he's saying it. He lifts up his hands, and these like shocks of electricity arc off of his arms, hitting light bulbs, and then he's sort of metal stripping on the airlock next to him. And he says, Crouton, as he points to you, and he says, prepare to die. And he reaches his hands out, and some lightning shoots out, and that's where we'll end this episode.
Dun dun dun!
Oh,
What?
nice.
Well, it seems that the Edict of Aya and the Boneheads are not on the same side. This might make things quite difficult for the people of Darkhaven, and we'll find out how difficult next time on Beyond the Dice.
To our listeners, to you people who are letting us speak our words into your ear holes, thank you for being there for us and for dealing with our, I guess, weird shit sometimes. Thank you for downloading our show. Thank you for sharing it with a friend. And if you haven't shared it with a friend, feel free to do so. We would like to speak into your friends' ear holes too.
An easy way to share it to a friend is to link the website www.beyondthedice.com, where we put up all our links, hopefully to new episodes and all cool stuff that we are showing off.
If you want to enjoy us with your other face holes, you can check out our Instagram at Beyond the Dice.
We also have a Facebook page where you can get any news at facebook.com/BDTPOD.
Say that again.
Nope. BTD.
Didn't I say that?
Nope.
Did I say BDT?
Now say the right one.
At facebook.com/BTDPOD.
You really don't want to go to BDT.pod like
Yeah,
that. That is messed up.
We should probably get that just in case.
Yeah.
Like, you've gone to the wrong place.
BT
Yeah,
is
we're redirecting you now. If you have some time, if you're not too busy on our Instagram webpage or Facebook, you could just review us wherever you are, wherever you download and consume your podcasts, wherever you carve them up into delicious parcels and just num 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 num, to help us reach more people and grow our listener base so we can share our delicious podcast pie with you and other people.
Yes, and if you are nerds, we love you, because for we are also nerds. We are all nerd.
I'm not.
Oh yeah, Peter's not.
He is, I'm not. I'm not a nerd.
Yeah, right, you're not a nerd, Travis. You're a massive nerd.
He's a nerd in denial.
Yeah.
I'm into nerdle.
All right, guys.
See you
Goodbye to you.
Good night.
It's nice.
Bye.
He's nice.
You better click record, dicks.
Yeah, you Asperger's. All right.
So I'm definitely hearing something there.
Yeah, I think that's me.
Don't have the mic up your nose hole, Travis. That might help.
Or the other way.
Or up your asshole. Don't do that either. That's
Is that better?
so. Where will we?
Good stuff.